Hi, I'm Lillian McMorris, and welcome to the Lillian McMorris Show. We are very happy to be here, to be in our community, to highlight special people in our community. We want to entertain, educate, and just want to have fun sometimes. And that's what we're going to do right now. I have an absolutely wonderful person in our community. She sings, she dances, now she's in movies. Please meet Miss CiCi Spencer. Welcome, CiCi.
Hey, sweetie. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for
Can I
having
just
me.
say I love that top?
Thank you.
That
very
is
much.
just,
I
don't know if the camera can see, but the little dangly thing right there. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I
Look
appreciate
stunning
what
as
you
well.
do. Thank
Always,
you so much.
always.
We met several years ago hosting the BMAs, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And I got to see some of your talents on stage. I mean, you're a fabulous singer, dancer.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. But let's talk about your dancing, because you've been dancing since you were what would the old people say, knee-high to a duck?
Yeah, 9 years old.
Yes, tell us about that.
I did professional dancing when I turned 16 for Six Flags Over Mid-America. I was the choreographer. Then I taught Pilates, jazz, tap, modern, now stepping. I just love to dance. I'm a dancer. Love
Absolutely.
To dance.
And you flow. I mean, just
Thank
to
you.
see you on the floor, it's like you're just floating. What I want to do is talk a little bit about your venture this past weekend and the movie that you're going to be in.
God is so good. God is so good. I was just doing my show here in Las Vegas, and some ladies who were film directors and producers came to one of the shows. I asked one of the ladies to sing, and then they sent me back an email asking me to be in a movie called Water's Not Enough. It's a story about a young lady's life who always wanted to sing. She always dreamed about doing it, but she had so many things that would block her, so many tragical things to happen, and challenges. And long story short, she just decided that she was going to do it no matter what. And so I was asked to play myself, which is easy.
Right.
To be a Las Vegas headliner in her movie. And they featured my song. I got to sing it live, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did they dance?
Yeah, some people dance.
Some people dance?
Yeah, but it was more so geared around the how I'm just encouraging her no matter what to live out her dream. Doesn't matter how old she's gotten. I think she's like 52 now. But it doesn't matter how old you've gotten. Just to live out your dream, because it doesn't stop because you turn a certain age.
No.
It keeps going. And if you believe and trust God, things will come to pass.
Absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of trusting God, that kind of brings us into your new song that you wrote.
Yeah, it's called Dance With Me. Everything I do is basically either twofold or threefold.
Okay.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. So when I wrote the song Dance With Me, it was for threefold. For the steppers, for the people who just want to dance, and for the line dancers. And so it's a song that just tells a story, and it's really funny how I got the song. I was driving down the street, and these words kept coming to me, and I'm like, oh my God, I need my microphone. I need a tape recorder. And I just pulled over, and I said, okay, Lord, and I just started writing. I wrote the whole song in one day. And then I went to Silas. I said, I need some music. I kind of got to go like this. And then we put it together, and in 1 month, the song was out. Frederick did part of the lyrics on the song, and just talks about how me as a woman would love for a man to come and ask me to dance, not basically giving me the head gesture or giving me the hand gesture.
Come and
I'm
ask
a lady.
Me. Yeah.
So this song starts off like the man says, may I have this dance?
Yes.
And so I talk about how the
know
dance
what?
is enjoyable.
Let's take a minute and play a little bit of it, and then when we come back, we can talk a little more about it, okay?
All right.
Okay.
May I have this dance?
You took me by my hand onto the dance floor. In such a gaze I was, I didn't say much more. So close, you held me in your arms. Oh, so gently and so warm. We danced like no one else was there.
See, I just love it. I mean, it's like you're reaching into the soul and saying, I'm a lady, come and ask me. Don't just stand across the room and beg. And I don't answer to that.
Right.
That is so neat. And you know, the beat, a couple weeks ago, we had a group of steppers on, and it is just so interesting to see people, and you and I have spoken about this, it's not just dancing. It's actually good cardio. It's exercising.
It is. And it's also tranquil. It's like meditating. And when I dance, I pretty much leave the room most of the time because I'm dancing with God and my angels as much as I'm dancing with the man or the line dancers that I'm dancing with. It's an intimate thing for me.
Right.
Dancing has always been
Now,
that way.
you do more than dancing, though, because you told me about exercising
Yeah.
and getting your...
I used to do a dance exercise at South.
There you go.
Yeah. Teach women how to lose weight by dancing, having a good time and dancing, but you lose weight while you're doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's fun. You don't even
I've
realize
lost
that you're
over
burning those
80
calories.
pounds.
You what?
I've lost over 80 pounds doing dance
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. Never had
God
surgery or
bless
anything.
you.
Yeah.
See, I don't ask people that, how you lose your weight, but that is wonderful.
Well, that and
but that's
eating
what you were
right.
telling me about 4 times a day?
6 times a day.
6 times a day.
Six
okay.
times a day, every 2 hours. But I would do like 3 or 4 line dances in between.
That's what I'm talking about. And then you do what, the crunches that you were talking about
I do stand-up crunches, which is different from the lay-down crunches. I do them standing up. One day I'll illustrate that for you.
Okay, we don't want to illustrate that today, but stand-up crunches.
It actually does help your lower and upper abs and your buttocks and everything to form.
Okay.
It actually contours the body.
That's that kind of...
It brings everything
Everything
in
up, huh?
As much as it can, that gravity ain't knocked down. Yeah.
Where can we get your record?
It's on Reverb Nation.
Reverb Nation.
And you can get it from me. And the website should be up in about another week and a half.
Okay.
Because I'm getting ready to start another show. I'm starting a talk show. Actually.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
I've been asked to do a reality show and a talk show. But the talk show will be open mic businesses.
Okay.
So that will be formulated in about another week and a half.
That's wonderful. If you want more information on CiCi Spencer, where she's appearing, maybe get some instruction on dance. How about losing some weight while you're dancing, eating right, exercising, and line dancing? All of those good things. That's right. I left that out. She's also, well, you see how gorgeous your hair is. She's also a beautician. I'm going to give you her email address. You can email her, and we have a telephone number for her business that you can call and get more information on CiCi Spencer and all the things that she's doing. Movie singer, dancer, hairdresser, exerciser, all this stuff.
Hey, whatever gift God gives me, I use him, and He just gives me
And
more.
you give it back.
I do.
You give it back.
Yes.
CiCi Spencer, and she's at CiCi Sings and the number 4 and the letter U. CiCi Sings for you at gmail.com, or you can give her a call at 314-707-9253. That's 314-707-9253. This is CiCi Spencer, and thank you so much for joining us and sharing with us, and we're going to go out with a bit of your music. How about that? Thank you.
Gently and so warm.
Grab the Lillian McMorris Show app, which will give you access to the current show, links to past segments, add your event to my community calendar. The Lillian McMorris Show is brought to you in part by Louisiana Gumbo and More, located on West Charleston. The best gumbo, fried catfish, salads, and don't forget the po' boys. That's Louisiana Gumbo and More on West Charleston. 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. Would you like to be a member? Giving your time back to the youth in our community. Our number 1 project is mentoring. Join 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. There's a membership drive. Call 888-812-5455 for more information. Support the Richard Steele Foundation, giving Southern Nevada youth and families the strong foundation they need to thrive. A Steele Foundation. For more information, go to richardsteelefoundation.org or call 702-638-1308. And welcome back. I told you we're going to have some fun on this show. So now let's talk about being single. And some of us are. And we're out there looking. Well, you know what? I have the official rules to being single. And it's my life and the lessons learned. And I've got the author of this wonderful book, Aisha Goins. Welcome, Aisha.
Thank you for having me.
I can't wait to hear the story of this one.
You know, it's the same single story that everybody tells, every woman says, you know, I woke up one day and I was single and I really didn't know what to do. And then I looked back 2 weeks later and I was still single.
It was still single.
Yeah, so I ended up writing a book because of it.
And you know, I had an author on in one of the earlier shows this week or this month rather, and she wrote because it was cathartic. Mm-hmm. It was a healing. It kept her from killing somebody. Actually,
yes. I was a divorcee and I had been blogging. I've been writing all my life, and I had the age of social media, blogs were in.
That's
and
right.
So I began blogging, and I had about 100 and something entries, and people, and
my
I had
goodness.
a pretty large following,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, okay, I probably need to do something different. And so I put some of the blogs, put it in a book. So the book is actually me right after my divorce, and then 5 years later I wrote the book. So I'm coaching myself
You
out
went
of that
through
mindset.
it, the healing part,
Yep.
and then now you can share it, which is even more healing.
Yes.
So you're your own therapist.
I was my own therapist. That's saying a lot. I coached myself out.
I coach myself out.
So the book-
Official rules.
Yes.
Okay.
So the book is written in first and third. So
Okay.
it's me tripping out.
Right.
And then it's me saying
I should
chill
get
out.
Chill out.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Sexy comes from the inside.
Yes. That was one of the most difficult lessons to learn in the dating scene.
Okay.
Because, as women, we get out and we think we have to have our girls, and all of them kind of validate us.
Yes.
And so when we get out, well, that's wrong.
What's wrong? Well, I validate me.
Exactly. I validate me. And then also your girls are stopping you from getting a dude. So you need to validate yourself anyway. So what I had to learn was sexy comes from the inside. So I just remind myself that I'm beautiful and people want to talk to me and men are attracted to
Right.
me. And when I do that, I feel that.
That's right. You feel it.
Yes.
And
then
that
when
comes along with the other part that you wrote, try hard to be yourself.
to be yourself. Because, we have a difficult time meeting people and being us. And
You try to fit into what their mold is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And once you learn that who you are is exactly what they want you to be, then you just be you.
Now, what happens, like you said, meet in a neutral place?
Meeting in a neutral place is really difficult because a lot of times when we meet someone and we get familiar, and that's really about internet dating.
Okay.
When people get familiar with people on the internet, they think they know them, but you still don't know them.
No.
So you need to go to coffee like 3 times.
Okay.
Not the one time.
Okay.
And don't, I always tell people, don't get in their car right away.
No.
Don't let them know where you live. So that's what I mean
That's
by
right,
meeting in a
man.
neutral.
That's the safety of it.
Exactly.
Now, let's talk about listening. Because a lot of times when we're enamored, we don't hear.
Yes.
And when you say listening, we can ask somebody, did you hear me? So, yeah, I heard you, but it's like they really didn't hear you.
Right.
Listening.
Yes. And it's very difficult, and I'm talking as from a woman, but the book touches on men and women. But as women, we're not getting the man to talk enough. And if we were better listeners, we could get them to tell us more. So when I say listen, I'm really saying listen to their heart, listen to their goals, listen to where they're going, so that you aren't just giving all your information.
You're listen to what they have to
Yes.
say. I like this part. It says, neither my heart nor my spirit misses anything. I hear every whispered word, every nasty thought, and every confused emotion. Now that's some listening. I'm just saying.
in that passage, when you're first dating someone, we tend to just want to be in that moment and want to be accepted.
Yes.
And so we're really just kind of needy in a man and in a woman, not just a woman.
Right, and we never want to admit that.
We don't.
Needy is not in my vocabulary. I'm just saying.
And you know what?
But our actions tend to steer a little differently.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's natural. It's natural. But once you get over that jittery, and that, okay, I can sit down, I can relax, then you really just need to listen to their heart, because people say so much more here than they do here. And people, and most of the times men are hurting. We always say that they're not hurting.
I know, but they do.
They
hurt
do.
just like we do.
Yes, they do.
And a lot
they
of
are
it
nasty
when
too.
they reach exactly when it comes out their delivery.
Yes.
Was that from? That's one of those times that you have to step outside yourself.
Yes.
And realize, that wasn't about me.
Yes, exactly. And then sometimes you're in a great position to help heal happen. Instead of just looking for that relationship, sometimes we're just in a great position to help heal happen. And if that's the case, you should still consider yourself lucky.
Right.
And be focused on the relationship versus trying to make them a partner.
Correct. When do you know you know?
You just know. And you just know,
I
right?
knew you were going to say that.
So I've been single for 8 years. I've been dating consistently for 3.
Okay.
And none of them have been the one, right?
Right.
But when I'm in that moment, I always feel like they're the one, and I play out every scenario like they're the one, because I just love love, right?
Right. And I think that's my problem. I love being in love.
Exactly.
I like the romanticism. I like the going out. I like you holding me. I like being in love.
Exactly.
And it's just like people they like the wedding.
Right. And I'm not a fan of that part.
Yeah. No, you know, all the glitter and glamour of the wedding.
Right.
But see, that's not the marriage.
Right.
So when you know, you kind of sit back and you go, okay, let's get beyond this and reach within.
And I like to tell people, you know when you're past the infatuation stage. When you're past the infatuation stage and work happens and you don't want to do the work, then you know you don't know.
And I think that's the truth.
It is.
Yeah.
Because once I'm past the infatuation stage.
Right. If I still want to be bothered with you, okay. If I don't.
Exactly.
Kick rocks.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. That wasn't very nice, was it?
I'm a bow out gracefully.
You a bow out gracefully.
I bow out gracefully. The lady in me would just be like.
Well, you know, I'm always a lady, but you know, you turn around and you can kick a little rock as you go away. You don't have to. You can do it feminine like.
Kick rocks, 2 sticks. I'm out.
Boy, that's from our friend, huh? Aisha Goins, we're having so much fun. It's a wonderful book, Official Rules to Being Single, My Life and the Lessons I've Learned. And I'm going to tell you, there's some lessons in here. And it will make you smile. It'll also make you dig deep inside and say, It's one of those aha moments.
Yes.
And you can get it. Actually, it's a Kindle book. You can get it on Kindle. So, you know, with our telephones and our tablets and all that, just read it right. Matter of fact, on Kindle, it's only 99 cents.
99 cents.
See? Easy. Now, you pay a little more if you want to go get the book. And you can get it at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or any bookstore. And she's right here local, homegrown Aisha Goins, just out there doing the thing, and we appreciate that. I'm going to give you, let's see, do we have a website for you, dear? Yes, we do. 1, datingguru.com. Dating Guru.
That's right.
Okay,
the dating guru. Somebody got to step up to the plate.
And that's what you did. 1, datingguru.com. Or you can always email her. And it's Aisha, which it will show on the how to spell that. It's AESHA Goins, GOINS @gmail.com. Or just go out and get the book. Go on the internet and order the book and it'll come right to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
sharing. Thank you for sharing all your aha moments. We appreciate it.
I appreciate
Aisha Goins, great guest. We know coming up next, I've got a young man in our community and I'm going to tell you, he's going to blow up. But I'm going to get him before he blows up. I'm going to put him as my junior reporter. So you're going to meet Deon. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. The Lillian McMorris Show is produced by Tego & Associates Productions. Multi-camera shoots either in our studio or on location. That's Tego & Associates Productions. Give us a call at 702-509-7728. 10 Golden Keys to Effective Networking. This book is designed to strengthen your networking techniques. It is an ebook for instant download. Go to LillianMcMorris.com. That's 10 Golden Keys for Effective Networking. The Financial Guidance Center offers classes to get you financially in line with what you want to do. Purchase a house. Go back to school. Any of these things you can do, and they hold classes. So please give them a call or go to their website. That's the Financial Guidance Center. The Legal Aid Center of Southern Nevada can help you with legal matters. They have a self-help center. So please visit them. If you need representation, it is provided free at the Legal Aid Center of Southern Nevada. And as I promised you, we've got a new addition to the Lillian McMorris Show. We're going to start doing some things so the young people in our community will know where they can go, what they can do. And so I have a junior reporter. Please meet Deon Massey-Johnson. Welcome, Deon.
Hello.
Thank you for coming and visiting with us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me a little bit about your background, what you're doing. I understand. I came to one of the plays that you were in. So what else are you doing?
I just got a lead role in a short film called National Pastime. It's about a quadriplegic. Mm-hmm. He likes to play baseball, but he got injured.
Right.
So he was like about 8 or 9 when he got injured, and he always wanted to be the game changer of the baseball game.
Okay.
Like the home run, the winner. Mm-hmm. but he never had the chance to because he's a quadriplegic now.
Right. So that's what the short story is about?
Yes.
Him outside of himself, kind of seeing himself playing
Yes,
ball?
he's getting adapted to the life that he does not like.
Okay. Okay. Now, that's not your first thing, though, because I remember, I would say about a year ago, there was a commercial that you were in.
Yeah, it's the One Nevada bacon commercial. It was a quite fun experience.
Okay. How many takes did it take? Because you looked like you'd been playing for a while.
About 15 takes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and were you actually playing the game?
No,
Okay.
we were just on it like,
Just pretend?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what makes it worse. If they had a real game, you wouldn't have minded that, right?
nope.
Okay. Tell me what you like to do.
I like to play basketball and act. I played for my school as the starting point guard for Brown Bears.
Okay.
And acting, I done a commercial.
Right.
I have done about 2 to 3 plays, and I have a short film coming.
Very good. Very good. Now, your acting experience, you're with Hollywood Bound Acting Academy?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about that.
It's a fun school. Like, they have many programs that introduces to new actors. Just as myself, when I first came, I was in a beginner class,
Okay.
but then I finally advanced up to the advanced class.
What are some of the things you learn in the classes?
To slate, I learned how to be someone else in a different character. That's pretty much
What it is?
yes.
Okay. What are you going to do as a junior reporter for the Lillian McMorris Show?
I'm gonna report about fun stuff around the valley, like mini Grand Prix.
Right.
About
Go to Adventure Dome.
Yeah.
Yes.
The new Wet and Wild that just came out.
Right.
Go introduce myself to people, ask them how it is at these fine establishments, like Wet and Wild.
And what's fun for young people?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you have to tell young people such as yourself? Because you'll be a role model. People look at you and say, "Ooh, he has a cartoon," or "He's in a short film." So what do you tell the young people who maybe aspire to do what you're doing?
To keep dreaming and to always have a backup plan. Always have that moment that you should try to I don't know how to put this.
Okay. Just put it, just say it.
Try to make that dream come true.
Okay. Working hard.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Good grades.
Yeah, speaking of grades, how's your school going? What are you doing in school?
Well, school's out right now.
Right, but what were you doing in school?
My elective, since I'm in 9th grade, I have electives. My elective was media.
Okay.
So, it was all about computers, typing, photoshopping, and that was quite fun. I liked that very much. I had an A in that class.
Very good.
The teacher.
Did you retain what you learned?
Yes.
Okay, that's the important part, because you get to utilize that, especially in film.
Yes.
And you can sometimes you can do your own little short film, and you'll know how to edit and everything.
Yeah.
Right? What do you want to be? Where is your goal, your aspiration?
My goal is to be a big TV person, on TV shows on Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, or even on a movie that is on FX or A&E.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I just want to be at that moment where I'm the one inspiring kids to follow their dream, which my dream is acting, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Very good, very good. Have you had any experience like sending your tapes or whatever to Nickelodeon and A&E and all those places?
No, not yet, but I will look forward to doing that.
Okay, is that part of your acting school? Is that part of the
Yes.
classes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we look to see you doing something great. Really do. When do you start filming for your short film?
It's around about December. And then it'll probably air about February.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to have to put that in your school schedule, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that affect you? Because I know with the play, your rehearsals were right after school and took a whole lot of time.
I mean, it's not going to be that quite hard to do that. But I mean, when my basketball season starts, it's going to be...
Basketball, acting, keeping your grades up?
Yeah.
right? But if that's what you really want to do, you'll do that.
Yes,
Right.
I will.
Okay. Well, I look forward to you going out in the community and finding some things for young people to do and bringing them back to the Lillian McMorris Show, and we can show all our families that there are great things to do right here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay. We are talking to Deon Massey-Johnson, and he's going to be our junior reporter right here on the Lillian McMorris Show. So we're going to integrate that, and you'll see him every now and again out in the community and basically showcasing what you can take and where you can take your family to for fun family activities. It might be at a movie premiere. You never know. But we're going to look for you, and I'll be there with you. How about that?
That's great.
Okay. We'd like to thank Cox as one of our major sponsors, and we'd also like you to take a look at the stream of sponsors that we have here on the Lillian McMorris Show. I always like to say thank you, because if we don't, then they won't sponsor us anymore, and I won't get to see you right here on Cox 96. I'm Lillian McMorris. This is the Lillian McMorris Show. For more information, go to LillianMcMorrisShow.com. And we'll talk to you next time. The Lillian McMorris Show is brought to you in part by Louisiana Gumbo and More, located on West Charleston. The best gumbo, fried catfish, salads, and don't forget the po' boys. That's Louisiana Gumbo and More on West Charleston. The Lillian McMorris Show is produced by Tego and Associates Productions. Multi-camera shoots either in our studio or on location. That's Tego and Associates Productions. Grab the Lillian McMorris Show app, which will give you access to the current show, links to past segments, add your event to my community calendar.